Hello everyone, and today I am here to talk about Sonic Racing Crossworlds. But I am here to talk about Crossworlds because I am here to talk about additions to this game that I would like. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, it's been a while since I've touched Crossworlds. It really has been, not because I hate the game, but because just... I don't know, I haven't really felt that compelled to come back yet. None of the free DLC characters from this batch interest me. Mega Man does, you know, but like that's a paid one. But from free DLC stuff, like free updates and all that, nothing has tempted me to fully come back yet. And I'm just here to talk about some things that I think, if they were added to Crossworlds, that would really help improve the game. And yeah, you let me know what you think about all this and some other additions maybe in the comments down below. So before we get going, the first one I want to do here is costumes. I think this is a big thing we've all kind of talked about, is we need more costumes in this game. So far, all they have is the AI skins, and that's about it. Sage has 2 outfits, right? She's got her red Frontiers one, and then, you know, her blue one, which is now her default one, right? And then she's got like the AI one. So everyone's got an AI skin. But like, we really need like costumes. Like for a racing game, it's just an aesthetic thing, but it means so much. You know, like Mario Kart really understood this with the costumes, especially in Mario Kart World, where it's like every character's got like, what, 50 billion costumes, which is great. That's great. It helps you aesthetically, you know, make the character look like how you want. It's great. And I think Crossworlds really should do something about that. And it's not like they're at a shortage of costumes. Obviously, some people are going to have more costumes than others, but that's just the way it goes with franchises, right? And Sonic has been around a lot, that they have plenty of different costumes you could choose from for these characters. You know, from various different video games, from various different shows, to the mobile games, which have a large variety. I'm thinking stuff like, you know, Sonic Forces Speed Battle, Sonic Speed Simulator, and Sonic Dash have a lot of, like, skin options there that you could just pick from and bring them over to the console one, and people would think it's cool. So some examples for some skins. This is not every character. This is just some examples I've got here. So for Sonic, you could have Santa Sonic. That's a big one, right? We have the Santa skin for Frontiers. You could just bring that over to Crossworlds. We have Sonic Adventure 2. By this one, I just mean the soap shoes, right? Just bring in the soap shoes. It's not gonna change, again, literally anything but his shoes, but man, it's a big thing, because goddamn those soap shoes. How many people got the newsletter just to get the soap shoes for Frontiers? I wish I was one of them who did that. Riders. So this one can actually apply to a lot of people. Give them their rider skins from the Sonic Riders games, right? Like, give Sonic his, Tails, Knuckles, Amy. Like, come on, that for a racing game, not having the rider skins, especially when they're all on like hoverboards, that's come on, man. What are you doing? For Sonic, the Phantom Rider, I think, is a big one. Phantom Rider is from IDW. It was a persona Sonic used during the Clean Sweep Sweepstakes, I think is what it was called, where they're all doing like an extreme gear race. And I think that this one would be really good. They have the Phantom Rider in the mobile games. He is in Sonic Dash. I have him. So, you know, if they're gonna put him there, they have technically a 3D model for him. Just bring him over. Phantom Rider, it'd be really cool. I have, this one is Dreamcast Sonic. This is basically, you take the model you have from the Sonic Gens remaster and just put that in there, and I think that's really good. But there's a lot of other ones they can do. You know, they could take stuff like, you know, maybe the Cowboy one that they have. Or they could take, like, there's like a Dragon Fire Sonic, which is like based off of like Chinese New Year and stuff. You can do a lot of that. Just take a lot of the mobile game versions and put them in. Or, you know, again, from other shows, maybe instead of making Sonic Prime Sonic his own character, you just made him a skin, which is what you should have done with the other ones. Don't make them characters, just make them skins. You know, you can do stuff like that with all the different variants of shoes he's got, right? Maybe you could add in some outfits he has from the Sonic and Mario Olympic Games. You know, you can do a lot of stuff with these skins. So if we go to someone like Knuckles, for Knuckles, the OVA hat. Come on, OVA hat. That's just a given. Give him the OVA hat. For Amy, I've said a lot of the other ones, so the one I will put out here for like examples, like it's like a Dulce Amy, which is kind of like a chef kind of look is what she's got here. It's really cute. I think that one would work. Shadow, and this one you can go for a lot of other characters, is the knight outfits from Sonic and the Black Knight. If they were a knight, you can give them their outfits. So we've got Shadow will be Lancelot, Knuckles is Gwaine, Blaze is Percival, Jet is, what's he called, Lamlock or something like that, and then Silver's got one, and I forget what Silver's is called. But you could do that as well. And then Sonic as well, you just give him like, like the arm, right? Because he's got like the gauntlet. You just do that. Amy could have the Lady of the Lake skin. Tails can be like the blacksmith. Like, you could do stuff like that from like games like that, right? Knuckles can have like his look from Sonic and the Secret Rings. Like, you can do stuff like that, and people would like it. Rouge, one I got for her, she also has a rider skin. Maybe her suit from Sonic Heroes, right? Because that's different. That's technically a different like suit for her, so you could do something like that. For Eggman, the one I got here is you could do the Eggman Nega skin. Like that, like have him in the game as a skin for Eggman. You could do that. People are like, oh, well, he's his own separate character. It's like, guys, it's just a skin that's like come on now, right? Like, look at something like Injustice. They had various skins of sometimes even alternate versions of that character, where it's like a different person playing them, but they still it was just a skin inspired by it, right? Now, sometimes they would change it, right? Like, you'd have Jon Stewart as a skin, and he straight up is just like, a different character and different voice and all that. But sometimes it was just like a skin inspired by that character, right? And that could be what this is, or, you could just say, like, it's just a skin. It doesn't matter, Metal Sonic, maybe 3.0. That'd be good. That gives me some Shard vibes. And then Neo Metal as a skin. And maybe if you can do the thing where if you're playing as Neo Metal, he actually talks. Huh? Kind of cool. For Vector, Detective Vector. So this is from the mobile games. He's in a detective outfit, and he's all black and white. That's what you should do. But only make it that only Vector is black and white. Everyone else is still in color. Everything's still in color but Vector. He is black and white. That'd be kind of cool. So that's just some suggestions for costumes, for skins. I feel like we really need them. Adding in a bunch of skins and all that is going to help people. And that is something you should do with the friendship meter thing that they got going on. Instead of it making just banners, right, and like stickers, keep making it skins. Or maybe create like a shop where you can go and buy the skins using your tickets, right? Your Dompa tickets. Like that's fine being the currency. Make it so that way like you can buy these skins. Or maybe there's like, you can earn these skins by doing something, right? Like maybe it's like, oh, complete like 5 Grand Prix and you unlock a skin, something like that. I think that's what, that'd be a lot of fun, and incentivizes people to play more because they want to get more tickets for their skins, right? Or they want to like, do a certain challenge and get a skin. Like, you could do stuff like that, right? That's your reward, instead of it just being like, oh, you got a plaque that says you did all the time trials, and be like, no, if you do all the time trials, you're rewarded with not just the music CDs, which is a good idea. It's a good incentive, get people to play the music, but you also get skins for characters, right? That would be something. And maybe you can make it where it's like you have to beat the time trials with like every character to get certain skins for that character. Could do something like that. That incentivizes people to play more. So next up is tracks. I think this is not a big brain, type of thing to just be like, I want more tracks in the game. Yeah, there's a lot of omitted tracks that I think a lot of people have said, like, we would like to see them as, like, added in the game as free DLC, or even a paid DLC track pack where it's, like, $5 for 5 tracks, a track $1. That'd be fine. So some ideas I have for Crossworld tracks we got here is Green Hill Zone. I think that's just a given, at this point. What is a Sonic game without Green Hill? Stardust Speedway. That, to me, just feels like a fucking track built for a racing game, and I'm sad it hasn't been. You literally race metal in that fucking area. Like, come on, guys. A 3D Stardust Speedway would be amazing. Imagine the remix. Angel Island. This one I imagine to be a lot more like the Starfar Islands, where it's like a medley of all the different areas. So you can go like Lava Reef, Ice Cap, Mushroom Hill, right? You go to all these different parts of the island in like a medley. I think that would work. Space Colony Arc. This one's really easy. You just gotta get the assets from Shadow Gens and just pop it in. Now, yes, I know there are parts where it's like you're on rails, you're grinding. How's that gonna work? You can make this work. you can make this work. You just have to try a bit. And Black Comet, I think, would be a really good one to have like the black arms where you're racing through the Black Comet. I think that was just pretty cool. That's a pretty cool idea. So some Crossworlds, these would be ones that you like, actually go through the portal for, would be Planet Wisp. I think Planet Wisp is good. I saw a mod for Planet Wisp where they take, it's like, I forget what the name of the track is. It's like it's something Canyon, and they like changed it to being Planet Wisp, and it was really, really good. And I'm like, yeah, Planet Wisp would work. I think that would really work, especially like like when you look at the level of Planet Wisp. I'm like, yeah, I can definitely see a race happening there. Kingdom Valley, again, this is real easy. Just take the assets from Shadow Gems and put it there. There's literally an on-water section in the level. Just, it's right there. The Death Egg is one I think would work well if you did the Death Egg. That one could be like extra hard, Like you could really have fun with like the hazards and all that on the Death Egg. And then a DLC, so like a course for like a DLC character, because I like the idea that, the DLC characters get their own track, but a lot of people would like to see some DLC tracks for the free characters as well. Like a lot of people would like one for Knights or for II, right? To give them tracks based on their game, and I completely understand that. The one I would like to see the most is Joker and have Mementos as a level. That's just fucking like easy shit, right? I love his level in Smash, so I'd love a track like that in Crossworlds. That'd be pretty sick. And then, of course, there is characters. You need new characters. Everyone's going to ask, who are the new characters going to be? These characters I'm suggesting would probably be characters that we would get for the free updates. So at time of recording, we don't know who the next 3 characters are going to be. So this would be, like, I guess my predictions. I guess I'm sneaking in some predictions here for characters I would like to see in Crossworlds, or who I think is most likely to be. So get off the bat, I think Surge is pretty much probably, if we're gonna get another comic book character, it's gonna be Surge, because she is the one besides Tangle and Whisper that most people would know from the comic books that would be in this, right? Because like people don't really know who Lanolin is, or Jewel, or Starline, but they know who Surge is. She's really taken off, so I think Surge coming in to be a character is a no-brainer. Again, she already has a model in the mobile games. There's been the mods for her, so I think it's real easy. She would need a voice actress though, wouldn't she? If only there was a voice actress who has voiced Surge before in many things, who you could call up very easily. I don't know, I'm just saying. But that's like, she'd be like the next Sonic character I'd like to see be in the game. A lot of people have said that classic Sonic, they think he'll be in it. I hope not. I really hope not. I don't need that little guy in here. We already have modern Sonic. We don't need classic Sonic here. I'm tired of him. Then we have Beat from Jet Set Radio. So Beat is the male protagonist that you can play as in Jet Set Radio. He fits this, right? Like, you guys see what Jet Set Radio is. Like, this fits a racing game with him on the skateboard all the time. Like, come on. That just fits it. You could have, like, maybe a color palette with his skateboard. And I believe the Jet Set Radio Twitter has activated again, so that may be like, oh, is that remake, coming out soon, or we're gonna get an announcement at it? Who knows? Summer Games Fest is around the corner at time of recording, so maybe we'll get some announcements there. Then we have Ulala from Space Channel 5. I think she's another one that people have kind of already been like, yeah, she's probably a given to be here. Get some Space Channel 5 rep, which we haven't had in a while. Now here's the thing, she does fit like a similar role to Miku in terms of like the idol, like the singer, but Ulala is officially fully, like, she's like full Sega owned, right? Like, 'cause Sega makes the Hatsune Miku games, but Ulala is like officially, she's Sega owned, right? And I think they feel a lot more comfortable being like, at least we have also a singer idol type character in this game that we fully own, as well, in case something ever happens with Miku and they lose the license or whatever. They're like, well, at least we have her in there, maybe we can get more songs just with Ulala, who knows. And then we have Ryu Hazuki, the main protagonist of Shenmue. Come on, man, like, you can't really talk about Sega without Ryu and Shenmue being brought up. So I think him being in here, because again, he's not gonna talk. It'd just be funny just to see him on like a board, I think that's kind of fun. So like, this is my like predictions for like some free characters I would like to see, and I don't think they're too big of an ask, or too big, like out of left field for them to be added to the game. But yeah, that's just some additions I would like to add on like the more superfluous, superficial kind of layer. I'm sure other people can go more into like the technical aspect of what they like to see with more controls and stuff like that, right? I'm really just focusing right now on cosmetics and new fun places for me to go in the game. Maybe you could add new vehicles. That's again would be another one. New vehicles inspired by stuff would be fun. I think no one would really argue with that one. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So that is where I'm gonna end this video off of some additions I would like to see in Sonic Racing Crossworlds. If you got any more, let me know in the comments down below, and we can sound off on like what we would love to see added to Crossworlds. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys all next time. Please have a great rest of your day.